Hey guys, it's Jacqueline and welcome back to another speed build in The Sims 4. So today's video is an eco-modern loft thing, and we're building actually technically in Newcrest today, even though this is an eco home, so I feel like it might make more sense to be in Evergreen Harbor, but Evergreen Harbor just didn't have a lot that I thought I would fit on, and I wanted to do this sort of like, you know, modern style, like sort of container home, but it's not really a container home, like technically speaking, but it still has like the vibe because it's made up of rectangles and stuff. And I didn't really want to build on another lot that I've like already built on in Evergreen Harbor, so I decided to do it in Newcrest instead, and we're on a 20 by 15. I don't believe that Evergreen Harbor has any 20 by 15s either, so that was another thing that went into this decision to do it in Newcrest, which I'm probably talking up more than is necessary because I don't think it's really that big of a deal, but I just wanted to explain that because it's technically like an eco-living related build, you know, or eco-lifestyle. God, I haven't actually messed that up yet. I don't think I've ever called it eco-living when I was supposed to call it eco-lifestyle, but I just did, so we put that down for the track record. But anyways, yeah, so I'm really not over eco-lifestyle. I feel like most people have sort of gotten over it by now, like they're not really posting their eco builds and stuff anymore, but I definitely am not. I think that's actually my Twitter name, isn't it? Yeah, my Twitter. Okay, my Twitter name right now is Jacqueline is not over eco-lifestyle, so clearly my opinion is pretty clear, but I really like the pack, and I feel like I kind of missed like playing with it when it first came out, because the whole computer debacle. But I just love this pack so much. I know I've already said it, but if you guys are like in the market for a pack or you're looking for a pack that you want, eco lifestyle, just do it. Because it's a really good pack in my opinion. But anyways, so this is like, you know, a modern house. I know I literally never did modern houses like ever until this pack came out. I think I had like maybe 2 or 3 on the channel, and then this pack came out, and now I have a container home on the channel, and I have a modern house, and then I have this house now too, I guess. And the container home, I would call it modern too, just like in its stylistic aspects, like you know, there's no like fancy roofing or anything like that, which is what I tend to associate more with traditional homes, so it's definitely like more of a modern home than anything else I think that house is, but you know, it's not like a super typical modern house, but it's still like, it's modern in my book, so I'm kind of expanding my horizons here, I guess. That's kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about it, because like I'm not a modern builder. Like if you've been on my channel, I build cottages, I build Mediterranean houses, I build the occasional like family suburban. I do not build these, but because most of my like modern builds are usually resigned to my apartments for whatever reason. Like, I don't know, I think I've just been really unfamiliar with modern exteriors for a really long time, and so I never built them, and then I never furnished modern interiors, but every once in a while I'll be like, you know what, today I want to use a couch that's not super traditional, and so I would like do an apartment build specifically for the purpose of using the couch and not having to actually build a modern exterior, but I'm having a lot of fun with these things. So this one is a loft. I don't know if I mentioned that already. I think I did. But I wanted to use the ladder because I feel like most of the builds that I've used the ladder in so far, it didn't really like fit in very much, you know, like it was good. It was a ladder and it's good and whatnot, but like none of them were actually made for the purpose of having a ladder in them, you know, but a loft is made for having a ladder. So I was like, you know what we're doing today? We're doing a loft, and it's just a good old eco loft. It's got solar panels and a plant roof, which is like basically my entire justification for calling it eco, but I don't actually know how much power it takes up, but I think you could probably live off the grid with it because there's only one TV and like one computer, so those are the most power consuming things I think, and there's 4 solar panels, so I don't actually know. I've never actually played with the solar panels, so I couldn't tell you really if it would work out well or not, but I think you could probably live fairly decently at least with the solar panels on this lot, so I really like that, and I hope that you guys will enjoy this. I don't know, I feel like I might be sort of like repeating a lot of the same builds that I just do all the time lately, which is not my intention, but I'm just getting really into this modern, you know, style, and of course I love the eco lifestyle objects. You'll see once we get inside. I think I may or may not have used the same couch that I used in like 2 other builds so far, which is a problem. I don't know, just 2 of the eco lifestyle couches I'm really obsessed with. So the one that I used in this build, and then also the one that I don't know how to describe it, but it's got like the fancy like print on it. It has the like blue stripe down it and stuff. I really like that couch too. I don't know why, something about it, I'm just a big fan, so I really like those objects and I probably will use them a lot. I'm really sorry about that. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm like repeating stuff, but I don't think people pay that much attention to the furniture, you know, so hopefully it's fine. Hopefully you guys don't really care. But yeah, like I said, the furnishing is pretty typical. Also, I forgot a bathroom. Don't point it out, okay? Because I did add in a bathroom like halfway through. I want to say like the 10-minute mark, I think. I added in a bathroom and I'm really sorry. I don't know how I forgot it. Like, I genuinely don't. It just I was just going along, building, doing my thing, and it just slipped my mind completely. And this happens sort of frequently, and it's a bit concerning, but usually I notice before I finish the entire house, and so it's a little easier to add something in, because like, you have an entire furnished house, and I don't really leave empty space ever. Like, empty space kind of stresses me out in houses for whatever reason, so I was like, you know, we're not going to have empty space in this house. And then there was no space to put a door or a bathroom because this lot, it's tiny, it's 20 by 15, and I was like, what have you done, Jack? But luckily I just squeezed one in, and I have to move technically the loft. I had to move the whole thing over like 3 squares to fit in a bathroom, but I think it still worked out fine, you know, it's still a good bathroom. And so that's basically what I had to say about that, I guess, but I'm really sorry. I don't know how that happened. I genuinely don't, but I don't think you guys will mind that much. I think it's just because bathrooms are so boring. Like, I tweeted about this. My tweets have been, like, not thriving lately, although they never have been thriving. My Twitter, go follow me on Twitter, guys. Sorry, I'm kidding. You probably don't want to. It's not really quality content or anything, but I never really use Twitter, so every time I do use it, I'm like, why is this tweet not going viral? Like, my life is so hard, you know, but it's probably because I never post anything, so, you know, figure that one out. But, anyways, so, yeah, I tweeted about it, and then, somebody was like, yes, bathrooms are just so repetitive for me, like, I always forget them, and I was like, that's it. That's why I just can't get myself to care about bathrooms, because they're just so repetitive, and it's, like, the most riveting decision that you make in the entirety of furnishing a bathroom is, like, are you going to use the shower tub combo, or just the shower, or just the tub? Like, oh boy, big life-changing decisions, you know? Like, no, not really at all, so it kind of sucks a little bit, but it's okay. And we did in fact make a bathroom, even though they're painfully boring, so that's fine. But yeah, I actually made a build under 20 minutes for once, so who am I? Who is this imposter? Maybe, I don't know, pretty wild. She might take over the channel, because I realize now how easy it is. Like, I didn't have to edit this build at all, okay? Usually, my builds, when I, like, speed them up, they're, like, 40 minutes, okay? And I have to, like, cut it all down and stuff. This is ridiculous. This is just, like, is this the life that most speed builders live? Like, I'm genuinely curious. I don't know, because people upload, like, every other day or every day, and I'm just like, how do you do that? I mean, technically, I'm uploading every other day right now, or attempting to, but, like, during the school year and stuff, they manage this, and I just don't understand it. Like, they just pull it off somehow. I don't know, but, speaking of time stuff, I've been thinking, and I decided that I'm going to try to, like, start pre-recording a week in advance. I don't think I'm going to pre-record voiceovers, but I'm going to pre-record builds a week in advance. So I'm going to have all of my builds done for the week, and, like, have them edited up and all that stuff, and have the screenshots and all that good stuff done before, like, the week that they're going up, and then I'll just voice over them the day before I have to put them up, I think, because that's probably the best, like, most efficient time management choice I could make. The thing is that, like, you know, time management, I am decent at it, I want to say, but it's just kind of weird with YouTube, because it's like, when you're working on such a tight schedule, it's like, you make a build and then you upload it the next day, you know, so you slip for one day and suddenly your schedule is all off and wonky and it's bad, but you know, it's fine. So I think I'm going to do that, particularly for the school year, because we've already had my discussion about, like, how I'm scared about my AP classes, and I think I'm taking too many of them, and I really did not think it through, because also, when we were signing up for them, so the, like, school gives you this packet, right, of, like, the stuff that the potential AP classes you can take, and, like, the amount of homework time that's estimated for each of them, and they make you, like, calculate how much time you're going to be spending on each thing, and, like, allocate your time from, like, hours per week to random stuff, you know? And so I had filled out mine, and I had, like, I think 70 hours for schoolwork stuff, and then, like, 63 hours for sleep, which, first of all, 7 hours a night, or not 7 hours a night, 9 hours a night, not bloody likely, but, you know, that's fine. But yeah, so then I had 0 hours for, like, literally everything, and I forgot about it, because I had just written that as a joke. I was talking with my friends, and I was like, oh, let's be real, you know, and so I had put down, like, 0 hours for everything else, like, you know, eating, sleeping, well, not sleeping, but, like, necessities and friends and whatever. And so I'd put down 0 hours for everything, and then I go up to we had to, like, run it by our guidance counselor person, and I don't think he looked, because I just stood there with my 0 hours for everything, and he was like, okay, you're, like, sounds good, you're gonna be fine, you know, and I was like, yeah, definitely, it'll be great. But then afterwards, when he was, like, actually sorting out the schedules, he called me, and I was like, you know, I might have planned a little badly here, but he was nice about it, so I was gonna take 5 AP classes, and now I'm taking 4, so that should be fine, you know. I don't know, I feel kind of stupid complaining about it, or not even complaining about it, but just expressing my fear about it, because I feel like, you know, it's my fault. I signed up for the classes, but I'm excited about the actual classes. I'm just like, I may have been overly ambitious here, and it's just because I don't know where I got this idea that like it's normal to take a bunch of AP classes, because none of my friends are, and my friends are like not stupid people, you know, so I don't really understand like where that conception came. I blame Little Simsy, I really do. Sorry, I don't actually. Kayla's great, but like I say like I know her. Just to be clear, I don't know Kayla. So I've talked to her in stream a couple times, but like, you know, stream. Everybody, the big streamers talk to everybody in their stream. So yeah, so the point is that I don't know where I got this conception from, and it's probably a bad one. It's damaging, so don't do that if you're not in high school yet, or not in... See, in my high school, we're not even allowed to take AP classes as freshmen or sophomores. Well, technically you're not supposed to, but I have some friends, not friends, I know people that took AP classes in their sophomore year, because you can either, what you can do is either take pre-calc honors as a freshman, which you're not supposed to be able to do. Like the highest math class is supposed to drop you into Algebra 2 or Algebra 2 Trig as a freshman, but if you take Algebra 2 Trig over the summer before freshman year, you could take pre-calc honors as a freshman, and then in your sophomore year you take AP Calc A, B, or BC, and then the other way is you can take a chemistry honors or physics honors class like in a summer school, and then if you do that, then you can do AP Chem or AP Physics during your sophomore year. But like they pretty much specifically designed it so you're not technically able to like take AP classes during your sophomore and junior year, or sophomore and freshman year. Like they urge you against it pretty strongly, so like, you know, but that's fine. Anyways, I'm a little stressed about that, but it's fine. We've got time until that happens. I think the spring will be bad because, if you guys know me, if you've been on my channel for quite a while, I also do softball, which, you know, this year softball, it's the spring season, by the way, if you guys don't know. So this year I wasn't even uploading when I was actually doing softball. I think I started doing my uploads again on like really late February, I think. So like I wasn't even really making videos at the same time as doing softball, and I was doing school, and school was like chill this year compared to next year. But also I was a terrible procrastinator this year. I don't know what it was, but I was so burnt out for the entire year, so I don't think I can really judge myself accurately on this year, but I'll stop talking about it because I'm sure you guys are not fascinated right now. But yeah, I'm doing this voiceover really late actually, so that's probably why I sound like kind of a disaster. It's like, it's not actually that late. I used to, during the school year, I would do my voiceovers at like 1 a.m., but now it's 11:34 p.m. and I only say it's late because I could have done this voiceover at like 3 o'clock, but I was like, no, we'll push it, because I've been working on my AP class homework all day. Summer homework, so much fun. Sorry, I'm kidding actually. It's literally Spanish is like, it's really easy, but it's somehow like the most easy thing to procrastinate too, because it's just, you have to like write a diary entry for each day, and then you also have to like summarize the news for Spanish speaking countries each day, and so it's like fine, you know, but then you try to actually do it and you're like, wow, like I don't have to do this today, I could just push it to tomorrow, you know, because it's just like one entry, you know, and before you know it, you haven't done it for 3 weeks and you're desperately trying to remember what you did on the 23rd of June, and you're like, you know, so it's a bit of a mess. It really is, but that's okay. I basically caught up on everything today. The news is still a bit of a mess, but the diary entries, I've been doing those regularly anyway, so we're fine, everything's fine. But yeah, I've just been doing a lot of, it's weird because when I procrastinate, I'm productive, just not in the areas that I need to be. So like, for example, the day before yesterday, at approximately like 2 a.m., I decided it would be a good time to try on every single piece of clothing in my closet and sort through all of it and be like, I don't want this anymore, I don't want this anymore, I don't want this anymore, okay? So I'm currently wearing a dress that I've never worn before, which by the way, I like never wear dresses, so this is a new experience for me, but I'm trying to push the bounds of my like clothing wearing of my human experience, because I don't know, I feel like I sometimes buy clothes with the intention of wearing them and I'm like, yeah, this will be great, you know, especially also because like I thrift a lot because sustainability and whatever, and fast fashion is the downfall of humanity and whatnot, but then I like have a tendency to buy things where I'm like, yeah, maybe this isn't the most practical thing for me to buy, like will I wear it all the time? Probably not, but it's also $4 and like, you know, I might as well get it because I'm sure I'll have a use for it at some point. Then I never actually have a use for it. And also, you get like unique items, you know, but I never wear unique stuff. I just wear jeans and t-shirts every day. So it's like, ooh, bad. But I'm trying to expand my fashion horizons a bit. So, you know, I'm working on it. I really am. But yeah, so I got a bunch of clothes that I'm going to donate, I think. I was going to try to sell them originally, like Depop or something, but then I realized I know nothing about how Depop works, and also it would probably be better to just donate them, wouldn't it? Like, in terms of ethics and whatnot, but I don't know. Anyways, so, believe it or not, I still haven't watched Hamilton 2. I feel like such a failure, like such a bad Hamilton fan, because you guys don't understand, okay, like, the level of obsession that I had with Hamilton for such a long time, I still do. Like, I can still recite to you the entire musical, okay? So, it's like, how have you not watched it yet, Jack? How have you not watched it yet? But I really don't know why. I've been thinking about it. I think it might be because I'm scared that I'm gonna watch it and it's not gonna, like, live up to my expectations, but I don't think that's actually the case. Like, realistically speaking, I am doubtful that that would happen. But I'll figure it out, probably. I don't know. But I have been consuming some other media. I've been listening to this podcast called Supernatural, and also because the host of Supernatural is also the host of another podcast called Crime Junkie, and I'm really into true crime stuff, so I listened to that podcast originally, and then she had this other podcast called Supernatural, and it's like a paranormal kind of podcast, which is, I don't know, I'm not super into paranormal stuff, actually, because I'm either a critic or I'm terrified of it. Like, it's one or the other, really. So I don't know, but it's interesting stuff to me to listen to. I just feel like it's kind of easy to get away with it. And then sometimes when you're listening to, like, a person tell you that story and they're, like, putting it up for a podcast or something, so, like, it's monetized, you know, they're making money off of it, you feel like they can't be lying, right? Like, they must have fact-checked this very thoroughly, but that's not necessarily the case, like, realistically speaking. But I don't know, I've never actually had any paranormal experiences, so that's probably why I'm a doubter, but, like, I don't think most people have. Although the other day, I don't think I told this story, but you guys may be aware I have an external GPU right now, which is an external graphic processing chip that plugs into my computer, which is why I can play Sims. Woohoo! But so basically, for whatever reason, it's, like, really glitchy, and so I can't remove it from my computer without shutting my computer down, and I usually get too lazy to do that. So at first, like, the first night that I had it in and I figured this out, I was like, I think I'm just gonna, like, leave it in, you know? And so I had my computer closed and I was, like, on the verge of sleep, and then suddenly this external GPU, because it has a fan, right? So the fan just goes off, like, very loudly, and I was like, what is happening? This is not right, because I had never heard this sound before, okay? It had never made this sound before, but it just starts whirring, like, so intensely, and I was like, this is it, demons are coming for me, this is the end. But it wasn't the end, it was just the external GPU, and also it lights up with, like, this blue light on the top, so that was kind of scary, because I was just completely in the dark, and I just heard this whirring sound and a blue light, and I really thought for a moment that there was a ghost or something, but there was no ghost, everything was fine. So, paranormal experiences, let me know in the description, let me know, comments, let me know if you've had any, if you believe in them. I don't know, I'm interested in it, but it's all, like, philosophy, really, at the end of the day to me, so I don't know. But anyways, I don't really have anything else to say. See, I exhausted all of my stories for the day. I actually, weirdly enough, I wrote my stories on my phone today instead of, they're not stories, they're just, like, random talking points, because I realized that I have to stop trying to talk about the build, because it never works out well. But I wrote them down today on my phone instead of on a post-it note, so I've just been holding my phone this entire time, and I don't know if you guys think I sound unnatural, but I feel very unnatural right now. Like, I usually, okay, because I have, like, 4 post-it notes next to me right now that are filled front and back with, like, talking points for voiceovers for the past, like, few weeks, okay? And I'm just holding my phone, and I feel so out of place, like, I feel like an imposter in my own desk chair. What is going on? I don't know, but anyways, I landscaped with these debug plants. I really like them. They're from Live Edit Objects, and that is basically all that's going on in this build, so I'm just gonna stop talking now. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, you can like and comment to let me know, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications if you want to see more videos and get notified every time that I upload a video. And if you like this build and want to play in it, it will be up in the gallery. My origin ID is in the description, and that is all I have to say, so thank you so much for watching. Bye.